I'm really sorry to do this to you, David. Can you go pick up Sarah today?
Do you mean pick her up from her swimming lessons? I thought we agreed that was going to be one of your tasks. Why are you changing what we agreed on?
I know, I'm sorry, but unfortunately I have some urgent tasks from work to deal with. So I don't think I'll be able to pick her up. I'm sorry, but can you go pick her up instead?
If that's the case, then, well, I need to pick her up at 6 p.m., right? I'll need to check with my manager first, but it should be okay.
Really? You're going to be able to pick her up?
You're the one who asked. What's with the reaction? Like you didn't expect me to agree to your request?
Sure, I'm really grateful, but I honestly didn't think you'd agree to it. You'd usually say you were too busy or too tired or couldn't be bothered.
Oh yeah, a lot of stuff has happened and I've changed my way of thinking.
A lot of stuff?
Do you remember? I manage people at work now and have junior people that I need to be in charge of. And I suppose because of that, especially taking care of people, having to consider their well-being, my thinking has changed.
I see. That person that came to our house a while back, is she one of those people that you're taking care of? What was her name? Emma? She seemed like a nice person. Sarah really seemed to like her, which is rare. She's usually shy when it comes to new people.
It's not just her, I mean. I have to take care of guys as well.
I didn't just mean because she was a woman. But that's nice. You're taking care of people now.
What's this? Sounds like you're implying something. Are you being sarcastic?
No, of course not. I just meant it as a compliment. You never participated in any of Sarah's school events or paid particular attention to racing her. I was worried that you had no interest in her. So I'm happy to see these changes in you.
That's an exaggeration. I don't think I was that bad before.
You were! Even for her school play. You said you were tired, wanted to sleep in on your day off, and you didn't go. I ended up taking care of her for the whole day, and she was really disappointed that you weren't there to watch her. You've never picked her up instead of me, or really participated in any of her life events. I was really worried that I was going to have to raise her all by myself.
I'm sorry about that. I'll be more careful from now on. I'll try to more actively be a part of her life, like taking her out after school events or bringing her to the park.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You can think of it as me making up for lost time. You've been busy recently with your work, haven't you? I think you've been sleeping a little less than you used to. You don't need to worry about it. I'm going to try and cover for you when you have your hands full.
Thank you. I'm just glad to see that you are going to be more involved in our family, rather than just providing a paycheck.
I guess.
What do you mean, I guess? And sorry in advance. There may be times I need to ask for your help from now on, too. My work schedule is getting crazier now since my boss is giving me more responsibilities. I may need to work during the holidays. I like the work, but I know it's going to be an additional burden to our family.
Sure. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'll pick up Sarah today. You can focus on your work.
Sorry about today. I didn't think I'd be working on a holiday. I feel bad about Sarah, too.
It's work. There's nothing that can be done about that. Sarah might be disappointed, but I'm sure she'll come to understand.
But we had planned to go out. And now that I'm going to be too busy, you'll have to take care of her. I feel bad because it's on your day off. I'm sorry to do this to you when you must be tired from work.
Yeah, I know. I'll be tired, but said before that this would happen anyway. So it's to be expected. I already understood the possibility. You don't need to worry.
I'll definitely be able to take off tomorrow. Can you ask Sarah where she wants to go tomorrow? I'd like to take her somewhere she really wants to go. Maybe that new theme park that opened up nearby?
Sure. I remember hearing her say that she really wanted to go there someday. She said she wanted to ride the Ferris wheel. I'll speak to her and make sure she feels better. I'm sure she'll be excited to hear that she can go there.
Let me know if there's anywhere you want to go to. Theme parks are nice, but maybe somewhere that isn't as noisy, too. Let me make it up to you both tomorrow.
You don't need to worry that much. She's in the car now. I just picked her up. I'm actually having fun being with Sarah alone.
You are? That's great to hear.
It's been a while since I've spent time with her only, just the two of us. In the past, you've been there all the time.
I guess you're right. I mean, other than work, I've always been with Sarah since she was born. I've never been this busy with work in the past.
Right? Plus, there must have been some distance between me and her in the past, even though we are father and daughter. I've always thought that she looked happier when you were with Sarah. In fact, I've never heard her call out, Dad. It's always been Mom this, Mom that. So I'm glad I can be more of a father figure to her now. Hopefully someday she'll cry out for Dad.
You've really changed, haven't you?
I think so. I hope so, anyway. It's a little weird for me to be saying this now, isn't it? After all that's happened.
No, I think it's really good for you. Sarah should be able to sense the change in you and become more attached to you as well.
Well, unfortunately right now she keeps saying, "Where's Mom?" It'll take me a while to completely replace you.
But still, I think it's great that you've changed. No matter what the reason is, I'm glad that you are taking care of your family. On the other hand, you've changed, but my work situation is really bad. I think my boss wants me to travel interstate, which is going to make things even worse for us at home. I mean, with all the housework that's piling up, I don't know how I'm going to manage.
Don't worry about that anymore. Like I said, I'll be taking on a more proactive role. I may be bad at a lot of things to begin with, and it may take some time, but hopefully it'll get better. By the way, when are you coming home today?
I'll probably get back early in the evening today. I should be able to get off work by 6 p.m., so arrive back home by 7 p.m. Although it'll ultimately depend on how my work goes.
Sure. Then I might make dinner tonight. What do you want to eat?
Really? You're going to make dinner for the three of us? I thought you were just exaggerating about doing more housework. I thought you hated housework. You always get me to cook and clean everything. Who have you become?
Like I said, I've changed. It's not just towards Sarah, but for a lot of things. Like doing my housework, for example.
I see. I don't know what's caused this change, but I'm glad to see it. Honestly, it's going to help me out a lot, knowing that I can count on you. In that case, how about making a roast chicken? It takes a little while to prepare, but the cooking part is really simple. You just need to cut up all the ingredients and stuff them in the chicken and put it in the oven. The recipe is on the refrigerator door. I know that Sarah likes it a lot too. Do you remember? We had it for her birthday in February. What do you think?
Roast chicken. I remember that one. It was really delicious. It seems it might take some time, but I can give it a try. You won't get angry if I screw it up and it doesn't taste any good.
No, of course I won't. I'll appreciate the effort. I'm sure Sarah will be really happy to hear that you prepared it. Good luck with the cooking. I'll look forward to tasting it with Sarah. Sarah. I'll be home soon. Hey, sorry, I'm running late. Can you tell Dad as well? I shouldn't be too long now.
Mom, you're coming home soon?
Yes, my boss decided that we can go home earlier than planned since it started to rain now. So I'm going to leave now just in case the rain gets worse. I don't want to drive in it if it gets too bad. I should be able to come home a little bit earlier today.
Really? Great, then I'll go home right now.
Go home? What do you mean? I thought you were already home. Did you go outside to play?
I'm not supposed to tell. It's a secret.
Oh, okay. I got it. It's a secret. But maybe you can tell me when I get home. I'd love to know.
Okay. How long will it take you to get home?
I'm driving now. It looks like a lot of people have the same idea as me because there's a lot of traffic. But I should be able to arrive home in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So it should only be a little while longer. Wait, did you say you were outside now?
Yep. Why? What's wrong?
I think I just passed you. You're not alone, are you? Who's that person standing next to you? Wait a minute. I think I recognize that person. Is she someone from Dad's work?
Are you nearby? I'm with a lady. The lady said she's Dad's girlfriend. She helped me out.
What did you just say? She is Dad's girlfriend. She told you that.
Yep. She said she's dating Dad. She came to our house in the morning and has been here since then. We just ate dinner together. A pizza!
I can't believe what I'm hearing. What do you mean she helped you out?
Dad and her wanted to have a serious talk, so they asked me to leave. So I was playing at the park. Then it started raining, so I messaged Dad. So she came and picked me up.
I see. Then I should say thank you to her too. I'm turning around right now. I'll meet up with you.
Okay.
Can you wait there with the lady? I'll come pick you up.
Yes.
I'll be right there.
Abby, aren't you a little too late? You said you'd finish work by early evening.
Sorry, a lot of unexpected things have happened. And there was some trouble.
It's work, so it's okay. But you should have at least let me know that you were going to be late. The chicken I made has gone cold now.
I said I was sorry, didn't I? What more do you want? By the way, where's Sarah?
Sarah said she's going to sleep over at her friend's house, so she's not home now.
I see. That's interesting. Then I wonder, who is the person sitting in front of me eating dinner with me?
What? What are you talking about? Are you trying to tell a horror story? Stop trying to freak me out.
Well, you could say that, I guess. But no, I'm very serious. Your girlfriend is here with us at my parents' home. Sarah is having dinner with my mom. Where did you go? What's with the sudden silence? Your girlfriend's name is Emma, isn't it? There's no point in lying to me anymore. She told me everything.
So, that's where she's been.
That's right. It seems you tried to trick me by saying she was staying with a friend. There's no point in lying to me anymore. Why don't you fess up and tell me the truth?
I guess you're right. Did you hear everything?
What do you think? But I really doubt she would lie in a situation like this, would she? She seems to be sorry about the situation now. She was crying and explaining everything to me just before.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was cheating on you.
Oh, that's already crystal clear. Is that all you want to say?
No, I want to get divorced from you, and I'm planning to get married to her. I also want sole custody of Sarah as well. I'll pay you alimony or child support or whatever I have to pay.
Wow, that's very generous. That's quite a deal you've offered me. Do you really think I would give Sarah to you two?
I don't know how you figured out about Emma, but I guess you saw her and Sarah together. Then I guess you'll understand what I'm going to say, right?
Understand what?
Emma is fond of Sarah, and she really cares for Sarah.
So what? You honestly think that it's better for Emma to take care of her than me?
You'll be a single parent if you take care of Sarah, taking care of a child on your own. You can't work in your current job and take care of Sarah, especially with your salary. It isn't just you, but Sarah will also have a tough life as well. You won't be able to support her, buy her the things she needs or wants. She's going to be unhappy living with you. On the other hand, if I take care of her, she will have both a father and a mother. We'll have double income, more than enough to support Sarah and give her what she needs. It's clear which situation is better for Sarah's well-being. This much is clear.
Yes, if you both really seriously cared for Sarah's well-being, then maybe that situation would be better for her. Maybe only financially.
What? What are you implying? Of course we both care for Sarah.
Then why is it that Sarah was playing by herself today out in the rain? She could have injured herself. Or worse, she could have been kidnapped. You have no idea what might have happened. But you didn't care what happened to her. You told her to get out of the house so you two could be alone, right?
You're twisting my words. Sarah seemed bored, so I just told her to go outside. What's wrong with that?
Everything! You made your daughter play out in the rain alone. I wasn't there today, so you wanted to make time for Emma alone. But Sarah was a burden to you, so you decided to get rid of her. You put your needs ahead of hers, like suggesting to her to go to the park alone.
That's just your assumption. We didn't do anything like that.
Sarah's just a little child. It's dangerous for her to go anywhere alone. even if it's a nearby park. Only last week, there was that incident where that girl disappeared after she went to the park alone on her skateboard. It's been over a week, and they still haven't found her. Even with such a disturbing incident, you sent our daughter to a park alone, by herself. You never thought about that incident and whether it could happen to our daughter as well. A father who cares about his daughter would be so selfish?
Honestly, I think you're being way too overprotective. So what if it was raining? A little rain isn't going to hurt her. If anything, it was probably fun for her to jump around in some puddles. It's nothing you can complain about. Sarah was happy somebody came to pick her up, wasn't she?
Sure, she was happy. But that's because she is so young and she still doesn't understand everything. You took full advantage of that. You hid from her the bad things that you have done, while placing her in danger. A child needs to be taken care of when they're small, not just left alone in a park. I'm never going to give custody of Sarah to anyone who acts so dangerously with a child.
Give me a break. I told you I'd pay you whatever you wanted. What more do you want?
You can't be serious. I'm literally about to explode. I've never been this pissed off in my life.
What are you angry about?
Everything! Can you not see that? I hate that you've been hiding your affair from me but acted like a good father to Sarah. And I can't comprehend how you would allow our child and your mistress to meet just because I am not there. I hate how you think that a child wouldn't understand what you two were doing behind her back. You still want me to continue?
No, I get you are angry. But the honest truth is, Sarah will be happier living with me. You can't argue with that. You should agree to that as her mother. For her sake.
The fact that you're saying that to me seriously enrages me the most. After what you've been doing, you seriously think you can be a better parent than me. I'll say this because it seems you truly don't realize, and it's honestly sad that you don't see it yourself. Sarah will never be happy living with you two, no matter what you do.
What? Why?
What you two are doing is play parenting. It's not taking care of a child.
I get that you're angry and it's probably clouding your mind right now. You have no justification to say that. I'm still her father.
You're one to talk. You had no interest in Sarah until you started having an affair. And the only reason you started to get involved with her is that it would be advantageous to your situation. Same as Emma. She's taking advantage of Sarah. If she really wanted to be a good mother, she would have gone to the park together with Sarah and enjoyed the time spent with you. But you didn't. And the truth is, you two prioritized yourselves and completely disregarded the well-being of a child.
Hang on a minute. Even if we are parents, we're still human. There's nothing wrong with wanting time for ourselves.
Like I said, what you said just now is play parenting. If you really wanted to be a good parent, you should be prioritizing your child, not yourselves.
That's just an old-fashioned way of thinking. When you say things like that, it makes me not regret doing what I did.
I've been prepared ever since becoming Sarah's mother. I know what it takes to take care of a child. I was satisfied as long as Sarah was happy, even if it meant less time for myself. I sacrificed time for myself so that I could raise Sarah as a happy child. But look at you two. You can't even pretend to care for a child for a single day. You told a child to get out of the house so that the two of you could spend time together. You think that Sarah doesn't understand what you're doing, so you just try and pretend to look like good, loving parents, which you aren't. Raising a child isn't playtime.
I'm her father. I really care for her. It isn't just make-believe. You have no justification to say things like that. I won't let you take her away from me. I'm going to fight for custody.
This coming from the person who's never acted like a father before. You've always made excuses to take care of her when I've asked you. You've never once offered to take her to the park, or bathe her, or do any of the house chores. It's only when I've asked you repeatedly that you begrudgingly agree to do even the easiest of tasks. Don't act so righteous now. You're not fit to be a father. I'll never give you Sarah. You'll just mistreat her, and she'll grow up miserably. Or worse, run away. I'll never let that happen. Playtime is over for you two. Afterwards, I presented the evidence I got from speaking with Emma. It was more than enough to convince the judge that David had neglected his daughter and put her in harm's way. David, of course, appealed for at least joint custody, but it was ruled that I was the main person involved in her upbringing. Furthermore, given his past actions, it was ruled that allowing David to be involved in Sarah's life would affect her upbringing in a negative way. I got full custody of Sarah, as was expected. The judge was completely in my favor and believed that he had endangered the safety of our child. I couldn't believe David would argue that his situation would be a better environment for our daughter. Honestly, throughout the whole ordeal, it was the only moment where I felt a moment of satisfaction seeing David's face after the judge handed down his sentence. Of course, I won alimony and also got child support. The two of them had not thought about child support, thinking that they would win custody. As a result, they were quite shocked at the amount they had to pay. On the other hand, I was of course very pleased about it. It certainly won't make up for what he did to Sarah and I, but at least he will have learned his lesson. To be honest, I heard later that after the divorce, the two of them broke up pretty quickly. It was a lot of money, so I'm sure that had an effect on their decision, particularly hers. But if they ended up separating, I wonder whether they were serious about becoming parents to begin with. Honestly, I was shaking my head. Currently, Sarah and I are living with my parents, and they are helping me out wherever they can. I don't want to be a burden to them, so I am trying my best to juggle working and raising my daughter as a single parent. Ironically, since I have informed my boss about the divorce, he has become very understanding and allowed me to work from home a lot of the time. It has been truly a lifesaver. Sarah seems to have totally forgotten about Emma, who she seemed to be getting along with. She doesn't even mention her father anymore, which was a little surprising at first. I would have thought that not having a father figure would affect her, but she seems to be getting along quite nicely without him. It seems to suggest that her relationship with the two of them was superficial at best. As a parent myself, no matter how much time passes, I will never recognize them as parents.